Here's a bold statement. The number 21 Texas Longhorns victory over the Kentucky Wildcats was anything but pretty. In fact, it was a gritty, hard-fought win that left fans and analysts scratching their heads. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this a testament to Texas's resilience, or a glaring exposé of their offensive struggles? Let's dive into 3 key takeaways that reveal the bigger picture. First, let's talk about the offense, or rather, the lack thereof. Texas's performance was, frankly, underwhelming. After showing glimpses of promise against the Oklahoma Sooners, the Longhorns reverted to their old, uninspired ways in Lexington. The passing game was disjointed, and the running game? It was less of a failure to launch, and more of a crash and burn. The team punted on their first 3 drives, only salvaging momentum thanks to Ryan Niblett's heroic punt return. The second half was even worse, with 3 of their first 4 drives ending in 3-and-outs for a measly 1 yard. Even their scoring drives, by field goals, relied heavily on Niblett's returns and a rare chunk play, a 31-yard pass to Emmett Mosley. And this is the part most people miss. Even in the final drive of regulation, a mental error by DeAndre Moore gifted Kentucky extra time to tie the game. So, is the offense truly fixed? The evidence suggests otherwise. Now let's give credit where it's due. The Texas defense deserves better. Pete Kwiatkowski's unit was the unsung hero of this game, forcing 6 punts and keeping Kentucky scoreless in the first half. Colin Simmons and Anthony Hill were nothing short of dominant, with Hill racking up 12 tackles and an interception, and Simmons delivering 3 sacks and a forced fumble. Yes, they faltered slightly late in the game, but consider this. Kentucky controlled the time of possession for nearly 19 minutes in regulation, running 81 plays to Texas's 52. Despite being gassed, the defense still came up clutch, shutting down Kentucky on 3 of their final 5 drives in regulation, and again in overtime. They allowed a big play to set up Kentucky in scoring position, but then stonewalled them on the goal line to secure the win. Here's the controversial question. Is this defense being held back by an inconsistent offense? Finally, Texas's ground game is in desperate need of answers. After Quintrevion Wisner's solid performance against Oklahoma, the running backs managed just 50 yards on 15 carries in Lexington, a paltry 3.3 yards per carry. The Longhorns went 1 for 4 on short yardage conversions and were stuffed on 32% of their carries. Even more concerning, they went 0-4 on 3rd and short situations, converting just 1 rush on 3rd down. Against a Kentucky defense that had allowed an average of 192.66 rushing yards in SEC play, Texas's performance was abysmal. To put it in perspective, even Toledo and Eastern Michigan managed more rushing yards against Kentucky. So here's the thought-provoking question for you. Is this a temporary setback or a deeper issue with Texas's offensive strategy and execution? What do you think? Is Texas's defense being let down by their offense, or is there more to the story? Let's hear your take in the comments.